It's time now for Spears on Sports with John Spears, brought to you by M&M Cartage. And now, here's Johnny
and Tony
and Scooter. I hope you had a great weekend. Spears on Sports, presented by M&M Cartage. We are back in studio.
We are back.
We are so back. Ed Helms, Hangover, right?
That's right.
Absolutely. I'm exhausted. I don't know how Tony feels.
Yeah, I was tired. It was fun, though.
What a week. Fun week for us down in Lexington. Senex Tigers come up short in overtime. George Rogers Clark won it 58-50. Had a shot, had the ball at the end of regulation. Couldn't really get a good shot off. And George Rogers Clark, Scooter, hit all 14 of their points in overtime at the free throw line.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
All four. They were 14 out of 16 in the overtime.
I also saw that it's just the second time ever that the boys and the girls swept.
Yep.
Ashland, 1928.
That's a long time.
There you go. But again, heartbreak at the end at Rupp Arena, but a great season. Those kids took us on a great journey, Tony.
They did, and to be there at Rupp Arena.
Great seats for us, by the way.
Yeah, the whole thing is great. You go down there, it's such a spectacle, I guess is a good thing. Say, it's just one tournament for a state championship, no classes. So it
kind of feels like you're taking a shot, Tony.
It sounded like it to me.
No.
I don't think he was.
They're one of the few in the country now, and
that's true.
It's not watered down.
And they do it right.
They do.
And especially, I had not, we went last year. We got a taste of it, lost in the first round. But when you get to Saturday, and you got a morning game, an afternoon game, and an evening game, it is a lot of pomp and circumstance, man. And they roll out the red carpet for everybody that's there.
So what did you all do during the break?
We went to a place called the Jockey Bar.
Yeah, I think that's what it's called. We went walking to try to find a place to watch a U of L game.
3 blocks from the arena, and sat there and had.
It was great. Had a tent. We were underneath and had big screen
TV
television
with the Louisville-Michigan State game right on in front of us, and just sat there and had I ate something, Tony drank something, and everybody was happy.
Yep. Ran into the athletic director there and sat with him, and it killed it.
But it's a long day.
It's a real long day, man.
This is a long day.
Especially when you get beaten overtime.
Yes. I picked Tony up at 8:30 in the morning, and we got home about midnight. It's a long day.
Yeah.
But great turnout crowd-wise for the championship game. The Rage Cage, as St. X calls their student section, was kicking, and it was a lot of fun.
11,000 people there.
And now it's
and
now it's baseball season. So there you go. Baseball starts
Cards and
Thursday.
Cats
Actually,
and
Wednesday night. I think it's Giants Yankees.
The Yankees
on. Is it Netflix?
It's on one of us streaming networks.
Barry Bonds is on the call
This Wednesday.
Yes,
and it's a regular season
game.
Get
a bigger screen.
Yes.
Heck yeah.
There are 2 people on the call. Barry Bonds is one of them, and I can't remember who the other one is. But look it up for me, Scooter. Who are the announcers on the season opener on Wednesday night? Thursday, everybody else plays, I guess, or most of the other teams play. But baseball getting ready to start.
Still waiting for the Big X to send us up to Cincinnati to cover the parade and the game.
I know. It would be a lot of fun.
Whoa.
It is. Who is it?
You ready?
Yeah.
Barry Bonds.
Yeah.
Albert Pujols.
I didn't know that one.
Anthony Rizzo.
Okay.
CC Sabathia. And Hunter Pence.
Is it the pregame? It's got to be.
There's somebody else, though, and it might not even be it might just be like a celebrity. I can't remember who's.
Lauren Shahadi?
No, I like
she's
Lauren. No, but.
Elle Duncan?
I'll watch her. Elle Duncan, I'll watch her, too.
Yep.
That's all I got.
All right, it's Monday, March 23rd. The madness continues, and the NCAA tournament never disappoints. It just never disappoints. From Vanderbilt's 3-quarter court shot that went 90% down and came back out.
Was that Gordon Hayward or what?
Yes.
The same thing.
By the way, we will talk about Gordon Hayward later in the show.
Huh. Happy birthday, Gordon.
That's called a tease.
What I was getting ready to say.
Tease. To Iowa, knocking out the defending champs last night.
Poor Todd Golden.
All right, I'm going to say this about a guy that won the national championship last year. That last play, that's poor coaching.
Mm-hmm.
defensively. Why are you trapping?
I have no idea.
You allowed a wide-open corner three-pointer. Stay with your men, make it hard for them to get it up the floor, and play defense. Just play man-to-man defense.
Make them take an outside shot, but a contested outside shot.
There was nobody near Sargunas or whatever his name is.
Vulgaris.
Well, thank you.
Vulgaris.
Thank you. Easy for you to say. What are you doing? I watch these games, and Tony, you're a coach. I've never been a coach. But I think I could have coached that possession a lot better than that guy. I'm glad they lost. Todd Golden's a turd burger, so I'm glad they lost. But great game. You know what? St. John's, Kansas. Great game. It was Big East basketball from, 2002. Beating the hell out of each other. And I don't know if Bill Self's going to be back. He didn't sound.
He seems like
he sounded after the game like his health, and he had a couple of health issues during the year. That it's like, you know what, I'm going to have to get with the family. They don't say I'm leaving because you got recruits and stuff. You're trying to keep at the school, but you kind of go, is it worth it? Is it worth it for my health?
I think the Darren Peterson thing has something to do with
Absolutely, 100%.
Why am I going to deal with
Why
this?
is Jay Wright not coaching anymore? Why is Tony Bennett not coaching anymore? These guys should be coaches. They didn't want to deal with all this stuff.
Yep.
And I don't blame them. And I think Bill Self's probably in the same boat. Plus, he's had the health issues.
And,
you said you were going to say something.
He was frustrated, and I texted they should have fouled, but I thought there was one more. But I agreed, Slugger. We were on a text thread, and Slugger said they fouled too fast.
Yeah.
In between. And I said the same thing. And you saw Bill Self's face the one time. They threw it in, they fouled. He's like, what are you doing? We got to run the clock.
A few dribbles.
You don't want to get in that situation where you have 6 fouls. So if you foul accidentally, they get to go to the line. You want to have another foul.
And then Dylan Darling goes.
And he was throwing him up from everywhere, missing him.
He hadn't scored.
He was throwing him up from everywhere.
I think he's the first player to hit a buzzer beater this late in the tournament that hadn't scored the whole game. St. John's beats Kansas. All right, second year in a row, all of the Sweet 16 teams left are big conference schools.
How many are from the Big Ten?
That's never happened before, and it's happened 2 years in a row. Is this a direct result of NIL and portal? I think you have to say it is, right?
Big Ten loses in March.
That's what Scooter said.
Not this March.
But you've been saying it for
You're the one we got it from.
I'll say this. They will not win the title.
Well, you've been saying for at least a week, every time we brought up a Big Ten team, they don't win in March.
Big Ten doesn't win in March.
And one of them's going to lose in the Iowa-Nebraska game.
They outkicked their coverage.
The Big Ten had 9 bids. They have 6 teams still alive.
Which is awesome.
The SEC, 10 bids. They still have 4. 5 in Florida can be in Iowa, but whatever.
What about the Big 12?
Big 12's got 3 left. Big East 2. ACC, welcome to the party, Duke. 8 bids, 1 team left.
Isn't it great that St. John's and Duke are playing?
That is great. And St. John's and UConn, I wish they were in different regions.
Have you all seen the spread?
They're going to play. Yes, I have.
Okay. Scooter, have you seen the spread on the Duke-St. John's game?
Was it 2.5?
No.
No, I don't think I have.
7.5.
Yeah, I got 6.5, but depends where you look.
Yeah, I'm looking at 7.5 right here.
I will go back to what I always say, Scooter. Vegas knows.
Well, and after that first Duke scare, I think they're locked in now.
Yeah, but St. John's, man, St. John's playing.
Do you know the biggest spread for Thursday, Friday?
Would be Arizona.
No, Arizona is 8.5. 10.5.
Texas.
Michigan over Alabama.
Really?
Bring on the Big Ten.
Alabama. Did you watch any of that game last night?
Yeah, I watched some of it.
He's back to Nate Oates from 3 years ago where we're jacking up threes. We're getting the offensive rebound, kicking it out for another 3. The only time we're going to shoot anything but a 3 is if we have a layup or a dunk. That's it. And we're going to run as fast as we can and shoot as many threes as we can. And it worked against Texas Tech last night easily.
Texas Tech looked like a team that was really they haven't looked like they were missing Toppin.
They did last night.
But they did last night. And shooting threes 19 for 42, Alabama was. They shot 42 threes.
It felt like 70.
That's 45%, though. Man.
Yeah, so this is the second time in tournament history where the Sweet 16 is made up entirely of teams from major conferences, and the only other time was last season. Now, and don't tell me Iowa is a Cinderella story, okay? Scooter, Big Ten apologist.
No, I agree with that.
Don't tell me Arkansas is a Cinderella. Don't tell me Tennessee, St. John. The only Cinderella stories are High Point.
Is Texas?
No.
I would say yes
no.
on Texas.
Texas, there's no.
An 11 seed?
It doesn't matter.
They came out of the first four.
They're in the SEC. They're battle tested.
I agree with that, but they've already won 3 games.
Doesn't matter. They're not a Cinderella story.
I disagree with that.
They're not. Nobody from a major conference.
It's John So. It says Spears on Sports.
You know what, Tony? We're supposed to argue about things on this show. We're supposed to disagree.
I just said it's because it's Spears on Sports.
Well, don't turn around and say he's right because it's his show. Disagree with me if you want.
We did disagree with you. I said you're saying that. You're right because it's your show.
High Point would be a Cinderella story.
You're right.
Right? Miami of Ohio was a Cinderella story.
What? They're an 11 seed, too, coming out of the first four.
And they were 31-1.
So how's that a Cinderella
lot of people
story?
didn't think Texas would get in the tournament.
Because they're in the only argument I have is because they're in the MAC.
Texas,
because I don't even know what conference High Point's in. They would have been a Cinderella
Well, you're just
story.
saying because they're Cinderella because
Yes,
they come.
I'm saying it's not fair to these little schools to call the big schools like Texas Cinderella stories because they're
Well,
not.
I understand that part, what you're saying, but Texas got in at 18-14, and they're not a Cinderella, but a lot of people did not believe they should be in the tournament at 18-14.
Look at the teams they lost to.
They've lost 14 games.
I know they have. Would Auburn have been a Cinderella story if they'd gotten in and gotten this far?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
You're crazy. But we knew that about
Conference affiliation shouldn't matter when it comes to Cinderella
matters.
stories.
It completely matters. Completely matters.
I mean, it's not the definition of a Cinderella. It's not a VCU or a Wichita State or anything like that. But
here's what I'm saying. Take the seed number away from this whole thing. Don't even look at it.
You're saying university.
Texas is not a Cinderella story.
He's saying the size of the university and the money.
Iowa is not a Cinderella story. By the way, how
they're
about
an underdog story this year.
Underdog, I'm fine with.
Yeah.
Cinderella, I'm not fine with. By the way, the Big Ten tournament here in Houston coming up this weekend. Iowa, Nebraska, and Illinois. Now, Houston, how did they get to play in Houston?
oh,
It's not at their arena, John. That's what they say.
I get it. And it's not. They're right. And they didn't play a certain percentages of their games at the arena they're going to play at.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to.
Yeah, they shouldn't be playing in Houston. Put them in Dallas. Then you can't complain.
Well, there is no doubt. The options
are
San Jose, Houston, Washington, D.C., or Chicago.
I know. I'm just saying if they were playing in a regional and they had the site.
Well, you know what?
You can't put Houston in
They had to get through
regional.
2 games to get to Houston. So that's what the committee would tell you. Well, you know, they had to struggle. They're the 2 seed. They beat a 15 and a 7.
Arizona'd like to be playing in,
Arizona's
Tempe.
in San Jose.
They'd like to be playing in Tempe, wouldn't they?
Duke's in Washington, D.C. Well, sure they would. And Michigan is in Chicago. So those are basically
Nobody's
I would
going
say
very
Duke's
far.
not your home team in D.C. I'd say
Yeah,
St.
they are.
John's is your home team.
Well, probably,
in
but
DC.
Duke will load that place up. That's anything up
Those
east.
that'll be a tough.
Anything up east, Duke always.
With UConn there, that'll be a tough ticket.
Oh yeah, that'd be a really tough ticket.
All right, let's do some.
Birthdays.
No.
you should have felt my body tense up right there. I'm like, no way.
Tony doesn't call birthdays here, Scooter. I do.
No, but you said.
Because as he said,
It sounded like
he
it.
said it's my show.
But what did you? The way you did it, right, Scooter?
It
That's
was
why I said it.
exact same.
Here's what I was going to say. Let's do some maintenance. M&M Cartage Hotline is open. 502-384-1450 if you'd like to join in on the conversation. 384-1450. Gameday Men's Health text line is I understand why you thought it.
He did stuff.
Gameday Men's Health text line is open as well, 414-1450. Gameday Men's Health, redefining men's wellness. No shortcuts, just results. Testosterone, peptides, weight loss, sexual performance therapy. Visit GamedayMensHealth.com to finding a new era in men's health. Hit me up on the text line, 414-1450. Hello to those of you watching on YouTube.
Hi.
Tony is here. You know, you should put a picture of him up in the corner or something.
You think I should?
Yeah.
All right.
On the
Yeah,
YouTube.
put the picture of John and me back in the day.
Or the picture of the caricature that, who drew that? Was that Roman?
I think that's on there, isn't it?
Is that on there?
Not on the podcast, or not on the YouTube.
Well, hello if you're watching on
I should
YouTube.
throw that on the YouTube, though. That's a good idea.
Listening on the podcast or listening at home, we appreciate it. As always, a lot to get to today. Michigan State over Louisville, we'll talk about that. Iowa State over
John Burke, owner and president of United Mechanical, is a proud supporter of the Mike Rutherford Show and Louisville Cardinal Sports. Listen to the Mike Rutherford Show Monday through Friday from 3 to 6 on Big X Sports Radio. WXVW is 96.1 and 1450 for the latest news on Louisville sports. United Mechanical is your trusted partner for commercial and industrial HVAC, electrical, plumbing, and refrigeration. Get on board with the home team today. Get on board with United Mechanical. Call 502-339-1133. Let's go Cards.
This season, treat yourself to great food.
Welcome back. Spears on Sports, presented by M&M Carnage. John Tony Scooter. And yes, Spears was wrong. Once again, M&M Carnage hotline's open, 384-1450. 384-1450 if you'd like to join in on the talk here. The Gameday Men's Health text line open as well, 502-414-1450. Get your text in at that number. Yes, Kentucky and Louisville are in the same region.
Yes, there are point spreads on these games.
In the women's tournament, yes, it is a Fort Worth region. I don't know how they do this. It's Fort Worth 1, 2, 3, and 4, and Sacramento 1, 2, 3, and 4. And yes, there are point spreads on the game.
And Kentucky is a 3.5-point underdog. Louisville is an 8.5-point favorite over Alabama.
If Kentucky happens to win today, they get Texas, not Connecticut, which might not be any better. Texas beat Oregon by 42 in the round 2.
They're in the same conference, John. You know each other.
2 days ago. And if Louisville can beat Alabama, they get second-seeded Michigan, who beat NC State by 29. I love these women's tournaments because these first and second-round games are just absolute blowouts. Connecticut, Tony, you were pointing out, plays Syracuse today.
Yep, number 9,
Shooter,
Syracuse.
guess the spread. Connecticut, Syracuse, women's.
32.5.
That was better than I did. It's 35.5.
John went 31.5.
So there you go. And if you want to watch the Cards today, they are on ESPN at noon. If you want to watch the Cats, they are on ESPN2 at 5 o'clock. All right, let's start with the first loser, the Cards. Michigan State 77, Louisville 69. Before we do that, let's go straight to the M&M Cartage Hotline. Hello, Richard. Good morning.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Good.
Great, Rich.
Hey, what guy, I can't think of his first name, that plays for St. X,
Jeremiah Jackson.
What, do you know what college he's going to?
Southern Illinois University.
Saluki.
Where now?
Southern Illinois.
Missouri Valley.
Illinois? Okay. All right, thanks, man.
Thank you, buddy. Southern Illinois, Missouri Valley Conference. He'll join former Seneca star, unless he transfers, I guess, Quenrell House, who had a Kenrell?
Quell.
What's his, say his first name for me.
Quellron.
Kelron. I said,
It's not a K.
Quell.
Yeah.
Quellron House.
Yeah.
I should have just said that Seneca kid House. If he doesn't leave in the transfer portal, which is always possible nowadays,
right?
Jeremiah will join him in what city's that? Carbondale.
Right? And Jeremiah, actually, he was all tournament, and he was at the Mr. Basketball yesterday as representing the 7th region.
I saw where Feldhaus from Madison Central
Jake Feldhaus
won Player of the Year, right?
Yes, he was
Mr.
Mr. Basketball.
So congratulations to him from Madison Central. But yeah, Jeremiah going to join that other kid at the Southern Illinois. All right, Michigan State 77, Louisville 69. Let's do the season story here, Tony. Here it is. Michael Brown Jr. Was he going to play or not? That's it. That's the whole season wrapped up in a nutshell.
And listening to Kelsey when he talks about him, he tries to be
say
positive,
all the right things.
But you know, there's. I know we were told by an inside source that he had a stress fracture in his back, but most people still do not.
Nobody
believe
believes
that
it.
It's that bad.
Nobody believes it. Because when you hear a story, even if it's on Twitter or X or whatever it's called now,
nobody says that.
When you hear a story, people believe it. People are dumb enough to just go, okay, that must be the truth. And maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't know. But when somebody says, well, his dad wanted more money for him to keep playing.
Dad comes to practice.
All of a sudden, everybody believes it, whether it's true or not.
Yeah.
And that's not fair to the kid. That's not fair to the university. It's not fair to Pat Kelsey.
Well, this was brought to my attention by someone, and he said, well, why don't they publicly come out and say he had a stress fracture in his back?
HIPAA rules. You can't do that.
I know, but why wouldn't they come out?
Why wouldn't Mikael Brown come out
and say it? They're going to do all these interviews and all these doctor things in the, before the NBA.
In the combine.
They're not going. You're not going to walk in and hide anything from them.
No.
They're spending too much money.
Well, now the colleges are spending too much money.
You're right.
So maybe they should do the same thing. Conwell, 21 points. Adrian Woolley had 17. Louisville shot 41%, 13 of 37 threes, which is not horrible. Look, free throw line. Louisville's 4 for 6. They didn't get to the line. Michigan State, 14 out of 19. There's a 10-point differential there. Michigan State wins the game by 8. The question now, and it's for both Kentucky and Louisville, we'll start with Louisville here, though. Who comes back? Who comes back? I think Big Al the Fish told us yesterday they need Woolley back. Now, I don't know how Scooter quickly with a do you believe he is one of the keys here to come back? Scooter?
For me, for sure. Yeah, I like Adrian Woolley. I think a lot of the games that you didn't have Michael, he really stepped up, and that's just a guy that I want on my team next year. He showed me a lot of potential this season.
Well, don't you think they want Frew back?
Absolutely, 100%. I think Frew improved as the season went along. McNeely's gone. Hadley's gone. Conwell's gone. Those 3 guys are out of eligibility.
I'm sorry.
Zugris will be back if they want him back, because where's he going to go?
You know, he's great. He plays so
he had
hard.
8 points the other day.
But if you're going to play
He
him,
had the first 4 points of the game.
you're not going to win games in the NCAA tournament.
Yeah. How about Pryor? Has he got any time left?
No, nobody cares. He's been at like 5 different schools. They paid him a bunch of money, and they didn't play him.
I think you want Roos back. I think he improved a little bit as the season went along. Ali Khalifa, I think, is out of eligibility. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think he was.
And then Kobe Rogers, I see no reason he won't be back.
Yeah.
But they're going to have to get in the portal here. I know you got recruiting. Nobody cares about recruiting anymore unless it's a 5-star player. If it's not a 5-star player, I'm going to go in the portal and get somebody.
Right. And the 5-star players, and we've seen like Jasper Johnson and some of these guys, not ready anyway. So I'm just, when you look at that, and who was it, you telling me or somebody telling me that Pryor was showing his car and doing, you pay these kids and you get nothing for it.
He was showing his $50,000 car on a YouTube video, and hey, look at my car. I'm not playing a whole lot of minutes, but look at this car I got. Okay, I'm sure Pat Kelsey loves seeing that.
Isn't that what we all dream of? Just getting paid to not do anything.
Backup quarterback.
Well, I think I am right now.
That's true.
Louisville
You're
finishes.
Getting paid?
That's debatable.
Oh, I'm sorry, Tony. You didn't know that? Louisville's 24 finishes 24-11. Second year in the Pat Kelsey era. What's the grade here, Tony? If you're a Louisville fan, let's say you're a Louisville fan here. Now, it's
better than the Kenny Payne.
I mean, I had a couple of really awful years. Compared to that, he's been great. But compared to what Louisville aspires to be, what's the grade? Keep in mind, this is a guy that never coached at the major college level before.
B-.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
I don't want to put it in the C, but I can't move it up into a B. Yeah.
You beat your rival this year, which is big. If they hadn't won that game, ... What are the fans saying?
24-11. I mean,
in an ACC that, as we found out here in the tournament, is not that strong.
Right.
Indiana State, Illinois State, Iowa State. Let's get it right. By the way, bad day for the SEC versus Iowa schools. Iowa State beats Kentucky 82-63. The Cats finished 22-14.
Should have done an Iowa parlay, dang it.
Exactly. They were down 31-30 at the half was Kentucky, but they should have been ahead at the half, Tony.
Turnovers. If they didn't turn the ball over
12
like
at
they
the
did,
first half, 19 for the game.
But it wouldn't have mattered in the second half if that went like it did. It did not matter.
Iowa State was a better team.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
Defensively, they were the better team.
Yeah,
Kentucky's offense.
They bullied Kentucky's offense. They bullied them. They were starting at the midcourt line trying to get into their offense.
All year long, and I know Pope was successful this when he was at BYU and at Utah Valley State, but they run that high, Zoom offense, which I like the Zoom offense, but you can't come down. And what teams have done is they've bullied them out on the floor. and they don't call fouls. So when you're doing that dribble handoff and all that, they just keep pushing you out on the floor. And Kentucky's offense, besides for Owe and at times Chandler, it was just stagnant.
Yeah.
It
A lot
just
of
didn't
standing
do
around.
anything. Yeah.
Well, Iowa State also, they only used really one sub off the bench. I mean, when you go down their list of minutes played, every starter was over 30 minutes. So for them to be able to keep up that pressure with guys that, in theory, should be tired, it's really impressive.
But, you know, Scooter, and we even talked about this at the Boys State tournament, the commercials are so long.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many timeouts. If you substitute a guy out right before a TV timeout,
He gets
5, 6,
minutes.
7 minutes to rest.
That's a good point.
So, you know, and I think it was Patino brought that up years ago. You don't need as many players in these tournaments with all the TV timeouts and how long they are. We're sitting out state tournament, and we're coming back from commercials.
after a 1 minute
And
timeout.
the coaches are still standing in a huddle. They're not even with the players.
Yeah. We come back from a 1 minute break, and there's at least another minute and a half before the streaming comes back and the media timeout is over.
And NCAA tournament, you know from watching it, you can get up and go to the restroom, get something to eat, do something, and come back, and they haven't started playing yet.
We saw, I don't know how many teams we actually watched this past week, but very few were more than 7 deep.
Yeah, most of them played 6.
Yeah.
And they pressed.
Back to Kentucky, it was their worst tournament loss since 1972. How about that?
That's interesting.
I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
72 was the last time they lost by 19 points or more in a tournament game.
It's a long time ago.
Denzel, that's a long. I think I turned 9 that year. Denzel Aberdeen had 20. Owe had 18 points and 8 rebounds. Chandler was the next highest scorer for the Cats, Tony, with 6 points, which means Aberdeen and Owe had 38 of the 63 points. Kentucky outshot Iowa State, believe it or not, 46.7% to 45.9. Kentucky and Iowa State both made 9 threes. UK lost the rebounding battle by 1, but the big number in this game, 19 turnovers, Iowa State had 7. And when you get that many turnovers, you get that many more shot attempts.
Mine says 20 turnovers.
How come we always have different on that?
I thought it was 20 during
Some
the
kind
game.
of team
We were
turnover.
talking about that during the game.
Season story for this team. Well, Jalen Lowe was hurt most of the year. Jaden Quains was hurt 99% of the year. Those injuries. And the thing you heard after every loss was what? $22 million.
You know, people got to get over the
But
money.
that's the season story is what
I
I'm
know.
saying.
That's what everybody wants to talk
Everybody wants to talk about every loss. How much does that guy get?
Quaintance played 20 minutes or something. He got $100,000 a minute.
How much of that $22 million did that guy get? Because he played terrible today.
I think they miss Lowe more than they miss Quaintance. They needed a point
Well, you had to
guard.
move Aberdeen to point, and he did a very admirable job
He
at
did.
point guard, considering he'd never played point guard until this year.
Plus Lowe scores.
Yeah.
So you put another scorer in the lineup and you move Aberdeen off the ball. When you take Lowe out, you don't have to play Jasper Johnson.
The question now is who comes back? Just like we had for Louisville. Let's go through the list here, Tony. Colin Chandler,
I think he'll definitely be back.
Malachi Moreno, or Marino.
I think those two will be
Those
back.
are definites, right?
I think so. You never know, though.
As far as the starters from yesterday, Aberdeen is out of eligibility. Owe, of course, is done. How about Yelovich?
He has potential to be good, but potential
He didn't
don't
play
get
well
you
yesterday.
anything. No, he hasn't shot the ball very well.
Does he come back, though? I don't know where else he would go.
Yeah.
How about Diabate? He's out, right?
No, I
He
think
can come back.
Diabate
Mo
can come back.
I'm
He's got
bringing him
another
back
year.
because the second half of the year, I thought he
He's
really
been really
played
good.
well.
Yeah.
And if you watch that story before the game yesterday, even through Ramadan,
Man,
he played well.
That's crazy stuff to be able to do that. And hey, we got to go to Scooter's favorite player.
Brandon Garrison?
Yeah.
Boo!
John's favorite player.
Unfortunately, I think he'll be back.
Why?
Mark Bugg is ready. My
Mark Bugg?
old Bellarmine partner is ready to throw something out the window right now. Garrison will be back. Jasper Johnson will be back, I think. Cam Williams is big here.
Cam Williams is back.
I think Cam Williams is back. And I listened to Scooter and Michael earlier.
Don't listen to Scooter.
Jasper Johnson might not want to be there.
I don't know why he would be.
They're going to recruit. Well, I don't know if they have any recruits coming in. Actually,
Wouldn't he be much better at like a Western Kentucky?
They're going to portal over him. He just wants to score, man. That's all he wants to do.
That Link Academy and Overtime Elite and all that stuff, it's AAU ball. And you see those guys put up 25 and 30 in games, and they score 100, and then they come play in college, unless you're just A.J. Devanza or whatever. Guys aren't ready, man. They're playing against men, and they think they're ready, and they give them all this money because they're high. And I think everybody's gone away from that, like Patino.
Yeah,
I would rather have a guy that's played 2 years somewhere, and I can see what he's done, instead of taking a guy that's played 1 year and stinks.
Trent Noah?
No.
I think he'll do what is that?
I don't know.
I'm wondering the same.
Is it on the roof or outside? We got a noise.
I
It's a
hear
weird
that.
noise.
Yeah.
Stop it. How about Jalen Lowe, Tony? Does he come back?
You know what? I think he will come back because I think he wants to prove it. And
you just hope he comes back healthy.
yeah, so we just mentioned a lot of guys
How
coming
about
back.
Quaintance?
He's going to go to the camp when he's supposedly healthy, and they're going to tell him, what in the
I don't know.
world
We're going
is
to take a break. We're going to figure out what in the hell that noise is. We'll come back with birthdays and other stuff as well. Spears on Sports, presented by M&M Cartage. Big Act. back. Spears on Sports, presented by M&M Cartage. Final segment on this Monday.
Woo!
And it is definitely a Monday because we
What was that?
found the culprit, and it was my phone. It was an ad for a video game, and I'd never seen it before. I don't know what I hit to make it come up on my phone.
It
But
was loud.
I was ready to jump off the 2nd Street Bridge. It was bothering me so much.
Best part is when I came in there and you all were like, it sounds like it's under the table. Then you realized it was your phone.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
He wanted to blame me, thinking I was hitting on the table, but I was
I
sitting
thought
still.
Tony was hitting his ring on the table. And I kept looking at his hand. I go, it's not him. It's not him. M&M Cartage Hotline is closed.
Shut it down.
Gameday Men's Health text line still open, 414-1450. Scooter is manning the text line.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, you weren't ready for that?
I was not ready.
I mean, I only do it every single day.
I'm still not used to me having to have control over the text line.
I like
Well,
you
you've
having
been good.
control
You've
over
been
this.
good
All right,
on it.
Let's see. Here we go. We do have a few.
I know the Vegas Knights won, so I don't need Patrick to tell me anything.
Buzz text in and says, I have to ask if the GRC player is still in the lane at Rupp or is he in class?
Oh, man.
Wow.
that-
Yeah. They don't call that anymore.
No.
It just doesn't get called at any level, really. 3 seconds. You never see it called.
Well, the only time they call it's when the guy's got the ball and he can't get out and he passes, and that's what the guy did, and then he didn't leave.
Yeah.
We're like,
But that's okay. There were 100 plays that could have
yeah,
changed
and that kid,
He played great.
Bartleson, was the difference in the
Yeah.
game protecting the basket.
Yes,
6'7".
absolutely.
Buzz also says Texas is royalty like Prince Charming, not Cinderella.
Thank you. Very good.
And
Thank
then
you,
he
Buzz.
says
Buzz
there's,
on my side.
he says there's no opening on the bridge.
Yeah, there's too many red and
Too
blue.
many red and
people.
blue fans jumping off of that baby. By the way, Josh Lindsay, Sports Center top 10 was number 6.
Yes.
Did you see it, Scooter?
I did not.
The lob dunk that was behind
It's
him. He
everywhere.
Oh, I did see the dunk.
caught it with one hand and then dunked it with both hands.
With a guy up with him.
And I don't know how he did it. I still don't know how he did it.
Cameron Mills said it's one of the best dunks he's ever seen.
Patrick Murphy,
Well, he couldn't dunk, so
No,
Let's
it's
us-
seen.
I know.
he lets us know that High Point is Big South Conference.
There you go.
TJ Walker says, do you think they should not do 2 games in 2 days for the state championship played on Sunday?
2 games in one day.
And 1 day, yeah.
It's hard for the team that played the later game won,
Which was George Rogers
which
Clark.
was George Rogers Clark. But I think it's hard for that team.
Yeah, they played
That's
a 1:30.
such a quicker turnaround.
They played a 1:30 game, and then had to play at 7:30. The 11 o'clock winner got to leave or sit
St.
around
X
and
probably
relax.
had 3 extra hours to sit around,
Yeah.
relax, eat, and do whatever they wanted to do before they had to get ready for the next game.
It's even for both teams. It did hurt the St. X crowd, we believe, in the
morning
the semifinal game. Yeah, because St. X played in the morning, and all their sports teams were playing.
Yeah.
Plus, a lot of people, I think, said, I don't want to be there all day.
St. X
So-
did win that game by 30.
Right, beat Grayson County. But
And
I think
also-
a lot of people didn't come to the early session game for St. X because
Yeah.
if they lost, they were like, well, I didn't want to be there. And if they win, I'm coming at
You
night.
know what? Litchfield was closed on Saturday morning because Grayson County, they showed up.
You could have gone down to Grayson County and took whatever you wanted.
There was nobody left.
It was unbelievable. They had the biggest crowd.
What else you got, Scoot?
Texas has 3 missed opportunities with St. X in the final. Number 1, missed alley-oops and free throws. Number 2, end of regulation. And number 3, spread offense settling for threes.
Everybody has their opinion, and I respectfully agree and disagree.
Yeah, we're not going to say what we really
But
disagree with.
again, like I said, there were probably 30 plays that
Yeah.
either team
Well,
could
we
have
talked
changed
about
that
it
game.
before the game. Every play was going to matter. It wasn't going to
Yeah.
be the last play of the game.
Absolutely. All right, let's do birthday. As Archie Bunker would say, got a lot of skirts today. Got a lot of chicks.
Ruh-roh.
Love it.
Michelle Monaghan is 50. You know Michelle Monaghan, Scooter?
I'm about to.
Mission Impossible 3. She was in Eagle Eye. Tony Eagle Eye. Remember that movie? With Shia LaBeouf? Oh, Eagle Eye is a great movie. I recommend it highly.
We'll start it off with a 4.
Michelle Monaghan is 50 today.
Oh, yeah, I know Michelle.
Yeah. She's been in a ton of
I
stuff.
know Michelle.
You know who else is 50 today, Tony? Carrie Russell. She was in the movie Waitress. She was also, I think, in a show you like called The Americans.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm big.
Big fan of the
she's a
Americans.
great
She's on
actress.
one
I think-
now called The Diplomat.
Yes, I watched The Diplomat, too.
Okay, Carrie Russell, same age as Monahan. They were both
Hey, the
born on the same day,
Americans.
both
If you haven't
50.
seen the Americans is good.
Are they twins? Because she's a 4-2. They look
They
very
do look
similar.
a lot
They
alike.
were born on the exact same day, 50 years ago. Today, 50 years ago. Joan Crawford, Scooter,
Joan Crawford.
born in 1906, passed away in 1977. Go back. She was the subject of that movie where she was just a crazy Hollywood mother, beat her daughter with wire hanger. I forget the name of that movie.
Mommy Dearest.
Mommy Dearest. Very good. Tony Burke, everybody.
I tell you what, it's really hard to gauge a
Black and
woman
white,
when
black
it's
and
all
white.
black and
Yeah.
white.
I know.
It is.
We'll go 2.5. We'll give her 2.5.
Richard Greco from 21 Jump Street, the TV show, is 61 today. Hope Davis is 62. Captain America Civil War. She was in that. She's been in a ton of stuff. I only put her on there because I don't have many people on here today.
We'll go 3.5.
3.5 on Hope Davis. How about Chaka Khan? Or as I say, Chaka Khan. Singer, songwriter, 72 today.
3.
And former Cars lead singer, the late Rick Ocasek, was born on this date in 1944. You know why I put him on here, Tony, don't you? Rick Ocasek?
Because it's his best. It's his best friend.
Because he was married to Elle McPherson,
Oh, that's right.
and he's hideously ugly. And that
Yeah.
just proves
No
that magicians get the women.
He looks like a beanpole.
He
Kyrie
ain't pretty.
Kyrie Irving, 34, Dallas Maverick currently, although he's still recovering from a torn ACL. Former Celtic, former champion with the Cleveland Cavaliers,
It was
34
Achilles,
today.
wasn't it?
Huh?
It was Achilles.
It was
wasn't
Achilles, yes. He's 34. Jason Kidd, 53 today. He could play.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
still coaching?
Yeah.
Is he still coaching?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mavericks.
Mavericks?
Mavericks, yeah.
Oh, that's right. He coached the Nets for a while. He's probably glad he got out of there. The late, great Moses Malone, born on this date, 1955. I'll go back to it.
One of the best, man.
If you haven't seen Soul Power, go back and watch it on Amazon Prime. 4 episodes about the old American Basketball Association. Moses Malone, born in 1955.
Lefty Drizel didn't get him, man.
Happy birthday, Gordon Hayward, 36. He had the shot from midcourt for Butler to beat Duke, and it went in and out.
How can you get him on here twice in one day
I know. It's crazy.
without knowing it?
Gordon Hayward, 36. Brandon Marshall, Denver Broncos wide receiver, 42 today. Maurice Jones-Drew, former running back for the Jacksonville Jaguars, is 41. Jaws, Ron Jaworski, Eagles quarterback, 75 today.
Oh, I thought you were going with Joey Chestnut.
Joey Jaws Chestnut?
Yep.
No, Ron Jaworski. Former Reds pitcher, not very long, Frankie Montas. Remember when you thought that was a big signing?
It was. Until it wasn't.
Until he pitched.
Still it wasn't. He's 33 today. Mark Burley threw a perfect game for the White Sox. Is 47 today. And the Boomer, George Scott, former Boston Red Sox. I got my Red Sox hat today.
Milwaukee Brewer.
He is born on this date, 1944. Those are your birthdays. All right. What did you see you like this weekend, Tony, from the NCAA
Nothing.
tournament? Let's start in the East. We talked about Michigan State. Here are the teams that are left. Michigan State, Duke, St. John's, and UConn. TCU hung with Duke for a while, and then Duke ends up blowing them out. UConn, UCLA, the Bald Guy Bowl there with Danny Hurley. And you know what? I watched that game last night, Tony. Every time it feels like, every time they show Hurley, he's doing something just stupid.
Well, who's the coach that hadn't won a national championship in that group?
Mick Cronin.
No.
Oh, you mean of the 4 left?
4.
John Shire.
Yes.
Yes.
The Duke coach is
Think
the
about
only one
that.
that hadn't won one.
Did he win one as a player? I'm going to guess he
Yes.
did.
Yes.
The Midwest, Michigan had no trouble with St. Louis. Iowa State over Kentucky. We talked about Alabama last night. If you didn't stay up, this was a late game.
They were the underdog.
They were.
Won
They
by
were.
25.
And I took the points there, 1.5 actually. 90 to 65 Alabama, and again they just jacking up threes.
Did
Tennessee,
Holloway play?
huh?
Holloway play?
He did not. Holloway did not play.
He's done, isn't
He's
he?
done. Yeah.
He didn't play in their first game either?
No, he didn't.
Oh.
I think they got an injunction, and then it got overturned by probably the NCAA, but or law enforcement said, you know what, you can't have him. We're just going to keep him in jail. But Alabama wins. Tennessee over Virginia, 79-72. That one went down to the wire, and Virginia made a great comeback to tie it, and then Tennessee pulled away.
That Tennessee-Iowa State game ought to be physical.
Yeah, I would think so. Alabama will play Michigan.
They'll be getting up and down.
On that'll be Friday, the early game, 7:35.
Well, I wonder what the over and
Friday.
under is on that one.
The spread is 10.5, as I mentioned earlier. You had 11.5, I think. In the South, Houston advanced to Houston by beating Texas by beating Texas A&M 88-57. Illinois over VCU, no trouble there, 76-55. Maybe game of the weekend, Nebraska over Vandy, 74-72, and Taylor's three from three-quarter court, in and out and in and back out. And, of course, Iowa with the upset over the number 1 seed in the South, the Gators, 73-72.
All right, guys. Alabama, Michigan, over and under.
I'm going to say 164.5.
172.
176.5.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, you know what they say.
Whoa. What's Big Al say?
Can't make it high enough, right, Scoot?
Can't bet it. Got to bet the over. Wow. I thought I was going a little high, too.
176.5.
In the West, Texas over Gonzaga. Disappointment for Mark Few again, 74-68. Arkansas, hey, look, High Point played them tough. High Point was talented. 94-88 was the final in that one. Purdue over Miami, 79-69. Oh, no boos from Scooter there.
Come on, Scooter.
Boo! And Arizona beats Utah State. Took them a while to get over the – Utah State was good, by the way, 78-66. As far as the Spears on Sports three-man bracket goes, Tony leads the pack here, but he has Florida winning it all.
Wow, no points in the championship for Tony.
That's why I sent that out, Scoot. I'm hoping for nobody to have the team in there.
That's exactly what you need now. Tony's pulling for upsets now.
John and I both have a huge game upcoming with Illinois and Houston.
Yes, we do, because I got Houston winning it all. Scooter, who has, I think, Arizona winning it all.
Correct.
But he's got Illinois in the Final Four.
I've got Illinois in the Final Four.
Houston's at home.
You need Houston,
that's all I can
John.
say. I need Houston.
Yeah.
And I'm way behind, by the way. Way behind. But the way we're doing the points, you get more the further you go along. So if Houston can win it all, I'll probably win it.
And, Scoot, if we can get St. John's and Houston in the Final Four, me and John are not that much worried about paying for lunch.
We are not worried about it because we're
going to
them
make money.
Both to win it all, along with Florida, by the way. All right, we'll be back at it tomorrow. I don't know what we're going to talk about. I guess we'll talk NBA tomorrow.
Girl basketball.
Girl basketball as well. Thanks for listening. Matt Dennison's next. Spears on Sports presented by M&M Cartage. Big X.